Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the goal.
Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your very first time here. I am so thrilled that you found our little corner of the internet. My name is Megan. I have a 21-month-old son and I'm pregnant with baby number 2, who's a little girl. She's due in July, and we make motherhood and lifestyle videos twice a week on this channel. So if that sounds like your jam, I would love it if you would click that subscribe button down below. Today I'm finally filming a video that I have been meaning to film for so long, but it's really hard to do when Rowan's around because this is his room. This is his space, and I didn't want to kick him out of his space so that I could film a video, but I needed everything to like stay relatively calm so I could explain things to you. Today we are doing a Montessori Playroom tour. Now I do want to disclaim that this is Montessori inspired. We are not like full Montessori because I think that's a little bit too rigid for our lifestyle, but I do love the philosophies of Montessori, and we have a lot of Montessori kind of toys and stations. So there you go. I also want to say that I don't know if this playroom has ever been this clean. So if you're looking at this and going like, wow, that looks so clean and aesthetic, I wish my playroom looked like that. Me too. My playroom never looks like this. I don't want you to compare and be like, oh, I should keep mine cleaner, because the only reason that this is like this right now is because Rowan is at his grandparents' house and not currently playing here. So this space functions as a multi-purpose space for us. It does have our dining table here, currently pushed up against the wall. We have Matt's standing desk, which functions as his work from home station 2 days a week. And then I'd say the grand majority of the room is Rowan's playroom. So I'm just gonna take you around, kind of do a 360 of the room and show you guys everything that we have. I'm gonna go over our method for toy rotation, and I also have some fun toy recommendations for you, so let's get going. So first, here is an overview of the room. So you can see the majority of it functions as Rowan's playroom, but we do also have a dining table over here and Matt's work from home setup. We're primarily going to be focusing on this, but I did have to be real and let you guys know that this is here. This room was originally the dining room, which is why we have a chandelier here, but as Rowan's toys started to take up more and more space, we found it more practical to just push this table up against the wall, and when we have large gatherings, we move the pickler triangle and we pull it back into the center. And then Matt's got his cool standing desk from Amazon. I'll link everything that I talk about if I can find it down below. So obviously the most visible thing and the center of the room is this pickler triangle set. This one is from Wood and Hearts, and it's the most affordable pickler triangle option that I could find, and we absolutely love it. I love that it is reversible. So you have the slide on one side, but you also have a rock climbing ramp on the other side here. You can adjust the triangle to be more or less steep. You have the arch that you can obviously turn either way, and there are just so many fun combinations that you can use this for. Rowan absolutely loves climbing on this and turning it into a little fort, and he gets a lot of imaginative play with this. We also have this really cute foam interlocking mat. This is from Amazon, and we got it when Rowan was first learning to sit up because it was a nice cushion when he fell down. And they have quite a few patterns, and they're really cute, and it's held up pretty well. So we have that under the pickler triangle right now. It's obviously like not quite big enough, so we probably should get a second one, but it also almost looks like a rug in the room, which is fun. Then over here in this little corner, we really made the most of this teeny little space, and this is our sensory play table. So we have the Flistat table from IKEA. I absolutely love it. I love doing sensory activities with him in here. You can take off these covers, and there are bins underneath, and we like to do like sand or ground up cereal, or we can do water play because the bins are plastic. Basically any kind of sensory activity you might want to do, you can do in this table. If I am doing one of those, I keep a silicone mat down there so I can kind of unfold it, but when we're not using it as a sensory table, it's not taking up a bunch of space on the floor. Stool that goes with it, and this is Rowan's little workstation. Since Dada works in here sometimes right across at his computer, Rowan often wants to mimic him, and so he has his own little keyboard and mouse that he likes to like play work at, which I think is super cute. Then we have this organizer for a lot of our craft supplies because this is also where Rowan colors. Sometimes he eats snacks here. It's a really versatile little table. And you can see I've labeled some of the different categories. We've got like popsicle sticks, pipe cleaners, coloring sheets, kinetic sand, just all of the little miscellaneous stuff. I love having it all in one place, very organized. I'm sure this will fill up more and more as he gets older and is able to do more activities. But it's a great neutral piece. It doesn't look bad on the wall, and it also keeps us really organized. Then over here is really like the main part of the playroom. He's got his little kitchen here, which I'll talk about in a second. But I also want to talk about these Cubbies. So I get a lot of questions about these, and they did just come with our house. They're actually 2 separate shelving units, and I used Samson ties in the back and just screwed them together. But I do believe they're from IKEA, and they do sell one that's just like this, where it has the 10 blocks, or maybe it's 8 blocks. So I would recommend getting that one instead of just like screwing 2 of them together, but this was free, which is awesome. So we do toy rotation, and what that means is basically every about 2 weeks, I swap out the toys that are in these Cubbies so that he gets fresh feeling toys every couple of weeks. It re-sparks his interest in old activities that he hasn't done in a while, and it's also really great for his development. This is a Montessori concept where you kind of observe them, see what skills they're working on, what they're interested in, what they're learning, and then you switch out their toys accordingly. The one thing that always stays in here is the cubby full of books. I do rotate these books with the ones that are upstairs in his bedroom, but I do that like once every 3 months because we have so many books here, and reading the same books to your child over and over again, as tedious as it may be, is actually really great for their learning and development. But I'll do a quick overview of what else we have in these Cubbies right now. For reference, Rowan is 21 months. These are the things he's a little bit more interested in right now. So in this Cubby, we have a little rainbow abacus, which is so cute. He's working on counting. He really only knows up to like 4, but he still loves to slide the beads around. Just going 1, 2, 3, He loves to practice, and I think it's really sweet. We also have a little wooden plane in here, which is a pullback toy. He's loving pullback toys right now. Then in this Cubby and this Cubby, we have his wooden train. Our friend Joycey got this for him at the thrift store. It's originally from Hearth and Hand by Magnolia, and I think it's so sweet. It's got a ton of different little like pieces that he can work on playing with. And it also looks really cute on the shelves. I'm not gonna lie, I did put out like some of the cutest toys just for this video. Then over here we have his name puzzle and a little, what do you call this? A stacking toy. This one is wood. I believe it's from Crate and Barrel. We got this from his uncle for Christmas. Then below that we have these shapes. These are from a KiwiCo box, and we're working on learning shapes and colors right now, so these soft ones are perfect. There's also a matching set of bean bags around here somewhere, so you can match circle to circle, square to square, triangle to triangle, but I don't know where those went. Then at this age, he's working on really fine motor skills. He can do almost anything. Like he can unlock the child locks in our kitchen and all of that. So this is one of his favorite toys. This is from Blvd. It's a little lock box, and it has 4 different kinds of locks on it. So again, he can practice those fine motor skills. Little myth that he learned how to do the child-proofing locks, but this is really great for his coordination and his finger dexterity. And he really loves it, and sometimes it distracts him from unlocking things he shouldn't. Sometimes that's wishful thinking, but this is a cute toy. Down here we have a KiwiCo cell shape sorter. So again, we are working on shapes right now. And I love this one, first of all, because it's beautiful, but also because each little block also has like the name of a part of the cell on it. So, like this is the endoplasmic reticulum. And I just think this toy is gonna grow with him so well, because obviously he doesn't quite understand the concept of a cell yet. It did come with a little board book that we will read to him to help teach him. But I think it's really cool that as he grows and learns, this is still going to be relevant. I believe I do have a discount code for KiwiCo. Most of our toys are either KiwiCo or Blvd. This is not sponsored by either one of the companies, but I'll put the links down below in case you want to get a little bit of money off. But I think they make the best Montessori toys. Like both companies take all the work out of figuring out what's going to be best for your child's development for you, and I'm all about that because it makes it so easy. Then we have his little ice cream counter from Melissa and Doug. He's absolutely loving this. This is a really great affordable toy. It is wood. It has a ton of different pieces in it, and this is great for pretend play. He's just kind of learning like imaginative play, and this has been really great for him. So he got this for Christmas, and it's one of his all-time favorites. And lastly, we have one more KiwiCo toy. This one is an Atom model, I believe. So super cute and fun, comes with a little educational book. Also next to the shelving unit, we have his little push cart from Cocoa Village. He's obviously not using this as a walker anymore. He's a very confident walker, but he does like to put stuffed animals in it and cart it around, or he likes to sit in it and have us push him around. He'll get in a little compartment and then go back, because he wants us to push his back, and it's really cute. On top of our shelving unit here, we just have a couple plants and this little picnic basket, which I use to store stuff that I don't want him to get into. So like crayons, he's only allowed to use when he's being supervised. So those are in here. I had them up in the organizer for a little while, and then one day he climbed on top of the activity table and pulled them down, and I was like, okay, that's not gonna work. And these posters are all from Etsy. I get a lot of questions about these, and I think they're so sweet. So I'll link the Etsy shop that they're from down below, but I just printed them out from Costco, and I got these little hangers from Amazon. They were not that expensive compared to picture frames, and I think it's really great, especially because they're learning posters. So he's got the feelings poster, space, the ABCs, dinosaurs, and he's a little too young to like go through the concepts right now, but as he gets older, it'll definitely be fun to look at. And we do use the feelings one quite a bit to be like, what are you feeling? You know, let's go look. Okay, I'm gonna swing you around now so I can show you his play kitchen, which is another favorite of ours. Okay, I'm gonna sit on the floor for this one. Over here, tucked in this little space in between the play kitchen and the shelving, is his bike. This is the Cricket bike by Retrospect, and if you have a kiddo around Rowan's age, I highly recommend this. Actually, my mother-in-law got him this for Christmas, and it is by far his favorite toy right now. He is constantly going around the house on this. I like it because it's got soft, like foamy wheels so they don't damage anything. And I don't know, when he comes home from like his grandparents' house or whatever, he like runs around the house looking for this and then goes, bike! And then plays on it, so. That's how you know it's a really good toy. And then we also have this little picnic basket. This is just where other random miscellaneous small pieces of toys go. In fact, that's probably where the bean bags I was talking about earlier went. And then we have the IKEA play kitchen. I am particularly proud of this one because I did make it over myself, and I think it looks so nice. I'm obsessed with the way it turned out. So we got the basic IKEA play kitchen, and we made a couple of upgrades. First of all, we changed the handles out to these wooden ones. They're from Amazon, I'll link them. And I think that was probably the biggest like visual difference, because the ones that it came with were like gray plastic, and they honestly just looked kind of cheap. And I love the way the wood ones make it look. It almost makes it look like a high-end like Milton and Goose kitchen, but without spending $300 or $400 on it. I also spray painted the faucet and the sink. I didn't do a very good job with the sink, so it is chipping a little bit, so don't be like me and do more research on how to properly spray paint it. But I do like the gold faucet and the white sink. I do eventually want to switch this faucet out for a working water pump and then have the sink drain back into the pump container in the bottom there. But we just haven't gotten around to it. Honestly, I don't think Rowan has the self-control to keep the water in the sink as of right now, but that is something we plan to do in the future. We also changed out the gray plastic bar that it came with for this wood dowel and added these little matte black S-hooks to hang like little utensils and stuff on for him. I added a little faux plant, and then lastly, this was probably like the biggest DIY, but I think it's so cute. I made him a little gas stove top, and this is a cutting board that I got at Target. Let's see if I can get it up. And it's just Velcroed onto the kitchen, so we can take it off. We do have the original light up electric burner in here in case he wants to use that, but I think this is so much cuter. I just took some mini popsicle sticks and glued them in the shape of gas burners. I got this idea from my friend Kylie, and the cutting board was $6 and the popsicle sticks were like $1. So overall, it was a very cheap way to upgrade this kitchen. He has never once pulled it off, so I was worried about that at first, but I think we're good. And then I also want to talk about his play food, because we have a couple different kinds of play food. They're so sweet. First of all, I love felt play food. So we have like these little bow tie pasta noodles. We have some felt eggs. We always have a little felt loaf of bread. Actually, we have two of them. I don't know where the other one went. And a croissant like baking in the oven, and I think it looks so cute like through the window to see like the bread baking. I appreciate that way more than he does, but it's a fun detail. I just have a little hand towel from the Target dollar section on here. More felt foods. We've got bacon. Here's the other loaf of bread. There we go. Look how cute that is. And then here is the little tray of wooden cutting food. Now I found this on Amazon, and I have to recommend it because it is so cool. It's actually Velcroed together and it comes with a little wooden knife so your kiddo can cut through the wooden food, and Rowan absolutely loves it. It keeps him so entertained, and I like the Velcro as opposed to a magnet because it's a little harder to cut through. So again, he's working on strength, dexterity, but also it feels more like real cutting than the magnet ones that just like come apart right away. And it also came with this cute little tray and it was super affordable. So we really love that it's got like mushroom, cabbage, tomato, lemon, orange, pear, cucumber, potato. Then up here, we just have a little egg carton. We do have wooden eggs to go in this, but I'm currently using them as Easter decor. And then a little wooden pots and pans set. Again, I'll link below. I've got a real plant on the top where he can't reach. And I also added this little market bag to the side, just using a command hook, and I think it's such a fun detail, especially as he gets older and he like wants to play store. We have like some more felt food in there. I think there's like a rutabaga or something like that. But I just think that this kitchen looks so cute after its makeover, and it was way less expensive than buying, like I said, one of the like Milton and Goose ones. Then swinging all the way around to this corner, we have this vintage wooden chest. This holds all of his KiwiCo and Love Every toys that are not currently in the rotation. So we have all of his KiwiCo kits and Love Every kits in his closet in their proper boxes, so that when it's time to switch out his toys for toy rotation, it's really easy for me to know what is where. But this has all of the other random toys in it that we have. And then we also have some of his musical equipment back there. So he has a steel drum, he has a piano, and he can play with those really anytime, but I do have them tucked away because it's a lot of noise. And so I like to have kind of a heads up when he's like rustling around back there to get to them, especially if I'm filming. And then the last little bit of the room is, like I said, Matt's work from home setup and our table. We have a puzzle on it right now that we're working on, but that's it, that's the whole room. So that is it for our Montessori Inspired Playroom tour. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you got some ideas for your own play space. Your play space doesn't have to be as big as this one is. We kind of sacrificed our dining room, but even just one little corner, like where we have the sensory play desk and all the craft supplies, can be a great play area for your kiddo. Again, if you're not already subscribed and you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content like this, I would love it if you would join our community. The little button is down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all a lot, and I will see you all in my next video.